Okay, we are back. We're gonna, well, let's see if this worked now. Our database got wiped out. Hey, there's all our stuff. Good. Good, 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 good. See if it works. Hey, look at that. Very nice. Okay, so we're gonna try to clean some stuff up here. Yeah, that view. Let's shrink that down a touch. Cool. Okay. Very cool. So here's what we got going on. We got all our views. I think everything's looking pretty good, but I think I want to do some cleanup. Because this is kind of a mess. I feel like we could better organize some of this stuff. So we have main list. This is... we have our list items. So I feel like I want to make... I don't want this. I want, we don't need this. This can go. We don't need any of this anymore. That all can go away. I want to make a header and a footer. So we could do new file. We'll call this header. I don't really need a footer per se, but we technically need a footer. Right. This will house all our stuff. Let's go to assets. Let's make a new folder. We'll call it CSS. And then we'll do a new file. We'll call it, I don't know, styles.css. Then we can turn this down a little bit. Maybe about there is good, so it's not like cranking in my ears. Then we'll go back to our main list. Let's yank all this stuff out. We'll put this in here. Very nice. Then we can go to main list. We can get rid of that. Wow. At least that much of it. Matter of fact, I can just duplicate this guy. This is going to be... what do we call it? Styles? Yep. Okay, so that should still work now. Oh, let's turn off dev mode. Because it does like profiling and a bunch of other stuff in the background. It's just going to be a little bit quicker. Plus we're running in Windows, so there's the whole... and we're using bind mounts. So there's this whole file system overhead between NTFS, binding into the Linux environment, so basically kind of slow everything down. I would work in WSL too, but I have to, it's like a VS Code thing. We could do it, but I don't want to deal with it. Okay, so that's cool. So now we need to go to our header. Let's start setting this up. So let's do that. No, do that. And then let's go back to main list. Let's see what we have in the footer. We're gonna break a lot of stuff right now. But that's okay. And then we have a bunch of script stuff that we're adding. What do we have here? We can take all this, let's add this to the header. Let's work what we need. We don't need any of this. We do need the scripts to be consistent. I'm headed to the bottom of the bottle. I've been drowning, I've been floating away. Here's what I like to do. This is all consistent. What I'm thinking... Yeah. We already have the CSS. Let's just copy this. Let's shuffle our way to something else. Sure, that'll work for now. Let's take this stuff. Put it here. We don't need this because it's already there. We don't need any of this. All this can go. We left this on there. We don't really need that either. So what I like to do is here. What I would like to do, let's put these two together. Let's make a... let's call it scripts. And here we'll have scripts. This will be a collection. Right. Not brackets like that. And then we'll have styles. And we'll just copy this guy. And we know and our header, these are what we're going to include. So we'll just copy those real quick. And we'll put them right here. So when it comes to scripts, we need this guy. And we need, under styles, and then we just basically list out what we need for each page. We can dynamically include them. We could do another one for open graph, I like to call it. This will be an array. And this will be title. We'll pass all this stuff down. So what do we have? For styles, we need this guy. So we got styles, we got products.js. We need to include this guy. Right? So for this page, we're good. So for the view, we're gonna do view header. We're gonna pass scripts. We're gonna chain that with the products view. Just gonna be product listing in this case. No, this is right. So that's why this already became confusing. Product listing. What we'll do then is in this header, we're gonna do we'll say for each we'll add scripts, right? So when we load the header, we'll say for each scripts, styles? Is that what we called it? Yes. So breach styles as key, we'll just call it row. We'll just call it style. And then what we'll do is we'll just echo out this guy. And the contents of this will be our style, whatever that is. And then we can pretty much duplicate this for any JavaScript. Well, see, here's the thing. Technically, we shouldn't be loading this stuff at the header. Usually you load this stuff in the footer. We'll work on this. Okay, so now if we look at that page, let's see how broken it is. Okay, what are we missing? Okay, next song. Sure. Does this one even have the header? Ooh, Dark Reader's adding a bunch of stuff. Oh, this is the other view. That's why this one's broken. Okay. Okay. So we have to do the same thing. So we don't need this. And all of that can go. Right, because we need this for now for the JavaScript. Now if we look at our header, we need to get to that. We didn't pass that. And if we go to the header, this will be open graph title. So now we go back to that. Add products. Now to make sure that works, let's just exclamation. We're super excited about that. Look at that. Beautiful. Now we're cleaning this up a little bit. Let's get rid of that. We're not that super thrilled about it. Now what we can do, because that's kind of our structure now, so we're going to copy that to the other view. And then we'll do the same for the footer. We might split this up actually a little bit. So let's go to products. That one's already good. Main list. We need to... Okay, that's why that one's broken. So let's copy that to here. Oh, we have scripts. Right, because this is our mapping. Should work. Okay, so let's take a little look-see. Look at that. Fixed. And this is going to be... we'll just call it delist. It is a delist. Cool. Is everything still working? It's working. I can see that grayscaling. Cool. Now, what do we have if we look at products? We need to rename some of this stuff. This is kind of confusing. So let's make this a new folder. We'll call it product views. Product list items. Yeah. Now we'll maintain consistency. Do hyphens. How do we want to structure this? We very much broke everything at this point, though. So this is not main list anymore. No, it's still main list. This one is now... this is now add products. Then what we need to do is inside of that view, this is going to be product views. Technically all this should still be working. Good. Good. It's a good start. Then we have font awesome. This needs to get included. This stuff needs to go to the footer. Matter of fact, we'll just copy that, right? Right before the closing of the body, we don't need this. So what that means is everything here can go away except for that. What is this? Product list items, main list, main list. So where's main list? Include the footer. The footer doesn't expect any variables at this point. So in main list, okay, that should be fine. So now, if we look at main list, still looks good, still works, nice. Now we have errors though. What's the problem? Let's see here. Oh. Both of these need that now. Well, one of them does. Okay. So why is this broken? Let's clear out our logs here. Reference error. Hmm. So let's look at the old JavaScript. It's there. Why is it not loading though? Map product is undefined. Oy, what is that? What page is this? This is the main page. Okay, so if we go back... We are seeing footer though, right? Oh, you know what? In this one, we don't need that. We have two variations of that one. Sure. Alright, let's see here. We don't need products in this one. Do want styles. We do need to split the script, so in the styles they should only be... We should actually move that stuff. See if it's fixed now. Almost. Alright, what's the problem? Okay, so product shouldn't be there anymore. It is. Why is it there? Let's look at our header. Ew. We're doubling everything. Right. We've already done this. We don't need this anymore. Okay. Oh, right. This doesn't really matter. No. What is this? I didn't want that. I want to include that for new lines. Because the problem is, it's all one line. I can't see. Okay, so there we have. We have our styles, we have our bootstrap, we have our JS, we have the end of the head, beginning of the body, contents. Then we have our scripts at the bottom here. But it's still unhappy. Why is it unhappy? We don't need products.js for this. You know what we should do with that? I think it's a timing thing. The script is already on page when the DOM is rendered. Then the other scripts are loaded in via network. So I think it's a timing issue. So what I'm thinking what we do with that is we wrap script and a document ready, right? Or does that work? No. I think what we should do, we need to move map data. Map data needs to load at the end. So that this is still like a jQuery thing. Order precedence. So we get map data in this view. How are we gonna deal with that? So what we need to do is let's take map data out of this view. Let's add it to the footer. Oh. What we can do... So we're not passing anything in here yet. So what we can do is we'll just put it here. That should resolve our issue, right? Oh, didn't like that. What view are we in? Main page. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Map data. Yep, footer. That should be it. This is unhappy because it doesn't exist anymore. That's probably our issue. There it is. Now I bet you it worked. Hey, look at that. Isn't that cool? Okay, well there's that. Okay, so that takes care of that. We don't have that problem anymore. Then if we look, we should also not have any issues here. No, this one's unhappy. The reason that's unhappy is because map data doesn't exist. It's expecting it to be there. Now it should be happy. Cool. Things are still working. Nice. Okay, so that takes care of all that good stuff. So that's cleaned up a bit. I don't think we need this anymore. That was temporary while we were building everything out. We have our titles, we have the list, we got our views. Now we've got stuff in headers and footers. I still don't like that we have a template. We have a template that we're rendering server side. Then we also have a template that we're rendering in here. I kind of would like this to be one or the other. But this kind of works. Oh, also we went back and fixed the query in the last stream for I believe it was this query here, matter of fact. Oh my god. Eh, come on. Hey, there it is. Yeah, in list. We just set it back to an int. I'm not too worried about it. We were trying to cast it. It really didn't help the setup that we had. Cool, so that takes care of that. I feel like we can clean this up a bit more, though. We should be able to do... I don't know, maybe that's okay. So let's see here. What do we got going on? I want to move some of these scripts around, though. Let's go to the header. Let's do a split view. Split right. So let's go to our footer. And then let's go... No. I want you to be the footer. So we can look and see what we need here. So what don't we have? So in scripts we have products. We have Font Awesome. jQuery we are using pretty much across the whole site. Put that in there. Okay. We don't need that. We could add attributes for like the cross origin, stuff like that. Like really we should do that. Honestly what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up downloading that stuff so we're not loading it. API is only needed in the other view. What I would almost like to do is I'd almost like to make a global scripts and styles. And then for each page we do an include. I think that would be kind of nice. So let's do that. So in the header, we should not be loading scripts. Right. Let's get rid of that. Let's go to the footer. Let's put that there. Bootstrap bundle man JS is already in there, so we don't need that. We'll add this guy in here. Okay, so you should only be loading that, and if there's map data, then that gets loaded as well. And then the header, we're just loading styles. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna duplicate these two. We'll do that. I think we can clean that up too. We'll probably make a global. I think that'd be the way to go. Do the baseline, and then for each view, we just do includes as we need them. Okay. Products failed. Because in this view, we don't need it. This view. Pretty sure. Good. Now it's happy. Cool. Okay, this one's still working. Yep, I still see it graying out. Very nice. Very good. Good, good, good. Okay, so that cleans that up a little bit, so that's a bit more optimized, I suppose. It's a bit more of a mess, but now we can dynamically add and change what we need. I want to add in the header a nav bar. So let's do that. So let's get that. Navbar dark. And we will call this... Oops, what the crap? Didn't mean to do that. Alright, and the nav we'll probably put here. Let's see what that looks like. Delist. I like it. And home will just be that. Cool. Now we can navigate a little bit, because that was kind of a problem we had before. We couldn't really do that. So let's go... Let's take it out of mobile. The nav bar's a little bit jacked up, though. I would like it to be a full width. Is it container fluid? Yep. No, not Tailwind. This guy. Hey, look at that. I'm digging it. Okay. We'll come up with like a better name for this, but that works for now. Okay. Cool, that's working. Pretty good. I think we made some pretty good progress here. What else do I want to do? Everything's still working. Yeah, look at that. Very nice. Alright, what else do we want to do here? Yeah, let's do that. Let's, I don't know. Let's see here. We'll make it public. We'll call it... We'll call it base, base scripts. Make a constructor. And then on load, we will set let's do that. Let's just copy this. And then we'll just say this. Well, this base scripts, we'll set it to all this. We'll get rid of that. So we know we want styles everywhere. We are using Bootstrap. We do want the bundle. You know, for consistency's sake, it doesn't matter, but I really want to flip this around. Script styles at the top, scripts at the bottom. Right? Okay. jQuery, font awesome. This is all good. Very consistent. So what we'll do then is we can get rid of all of this stuff. So what we'll do is in this context, we will say this. Base scripts. We want to add. What do we need to add? We need to add the scripts. We want to add this guy. Because that's the only thing different. And then when it comes to styles. No, we don't need to add anything to our styles. That's all the same. So we just need to add one script. And then what we can do is we can just get rid of this completely, right? And then when it comes to additional scripts, all we're gonna do is just include this guy. Right? Right. Okay. And then when it comes to this one, we need to add API and products. And then all this can go away too. Okay, let's see if we broke everything. Nope. Look at that. How nice. Everything's still working functionally? Yep, it is. Okay, add products. Yep, we're still getting stuff. We can still query. Let's go back home. Let's remove a bunch of stuff. Things are going away. Very nice. Nothing. Okay. Cool. I like that much better. That's a lot cleaner. Yeah, so I like to do open graph headers in each of my views because then I can set the description, the featured image, tags, description, title, pixel stuff if you have to, you know, if you're doing none of that. And I think this looks pretty good. Let's see, do we need these anymore? Probably not. Okay. We've got a header, we have add products, we have all the details that we need for that, and then we had the footer. That's a lot better. I would like to... I would almost like to move the queries into a model to keep our controller a little bit cleaner. I mean, this is just kind of a fun little project. We're just putting it together. You don't want to do a lot of that stuff too early because you're not really sure the direction you're going to take with it all. So I figure like once I've got it kind of functionally together and kind of what I'm looking for, then I kind of start to structure and break everything down. So we could probably do that. We could make like a view or a model to handle the data that's kind of abstract and reusable. Kind of like this though. I think it looks good. So we have open graph, we have our base scripts. I do feel like let's call this map data. That's what it is. We did all this breakdown just to do that. It's kind of okay though, it's a bit more structured. Maybe put that there for the fun of it. Okay. What else do we want to do with this? Let's see here. What else did I want to do? You know what I want to do? I kind of want to make I kind of want to make a button to add products, right? So like a la carte, if I want to add something, I want to make like a modal, like a add button here. And then we can submit an image, a title, a department. It'll be like a drop down from our listing from the database. Price, I don't know. If the idea ultimately eventually is we're going to tie in the APIs from each of these companies, these stores, like Dollar General, Walmart, stuff like that. We don't want to be able to manually add stuff because you're just going to have conflicts. Hey, something's broken here. Oh no, this is not broken, it's just word wrap. I kind of want to add... I don't know. I'm not sure what I want to do with this yet. Let's change this main list to home. Right, because this is basically the home page. Add products makes sense. Oh, hey, wait a minute. We forgot to remove that. Does it still work? Okay, so we had that duplicated. We forgot to take that out of our template here. Boom. So that's fixed. So our body, our opening, our container fluid. We have a filter by the department. We populate everything here. Very good. And our product container and our cards load. Product list items. Let's call this product views. Let's just call this cards because we already know what they are. It's a view, product views, and here's our product view card. So let's go back home. Matter of fact, it's probably actually going to be in here. It's not even cards, it's just a card. There's multiples, but it's one card. Boom. Okay, now let's take a little peek-see here. Still works. Good. Okay, so that takes care of that. We don't need this testing view anymore. Okay. Very good. Let's clean up a little bit more, not really wild random spacing. Let's look at our products. That's good. Good. Don't need to print, whoops, don't need to print that anymore. Sidebar, fine. Okay. So we populate products is a global variable that's accessible on, what page is this? This is our add products page. So if we go here, that's where that comes in. So what I want to do, I maybe want to get rid of that. This should be an API call, I think. So let's make a new, let's make an API endpoint. We'll call it public function get products. No arguments, we're just gonna respond. So let's go to our home controller. This is where we're populating that because we can just get rid of this. And that is product data, it's just coming from this view here. Let's go back to our API. Get products, we'll do that. Is it respond? Yes. And we're just gonna respond with product data. If we can't, then we just fail. How are we checking for errors? Are we even doing that? We're not. We should do that. There's no error handling in this. It's okay for now. Then we need to go to our config, and we need to go to our routing, routes, and then we need to make another one. It's called API. It's get products. Is it products with an S? Yeah. Cool. So now if we go, let's see here. Let's go to, well, only one of the JavaScripts. Are you the one looking for products? Who's looking for products? What view is that? Add products, okay. So that's gonna be this one. Yeah, that's what it's looking for. So let's do... well... this is basically the same thing. What we need to do is function chaining. So what we want to do is we want to do a document.ready. So inside of here, we want, oops, not that. We want to do Ajax. No, like that. We want to say the URL is API get products. Success. Product data is what we're going to get back. Error. Nice to know. We're not going to do anything with it. I guess we could just console log it for now. We'll just call E for the exception. We'll just console log that for now. Good. On success. You can just get rid of all this. We'll take this out. We'll put this here. We can take this, move it to the bottom. Right? So the page loads. We call the API. We get the product data. We need to actually set this to... we need to set that. Where do we set this? We're basically setting it here. So we'll get rid of this. We don't need it anymore. We won't need it if we get this right. We'll put it here for now. We'll keep an eye on what we need to set here. Oops. No, I don't care about the spelling. It's fine. This is, we need to make this... we can set it though. Is this an object? I think it's an object. Right. So inside of here... We need to do like an async. Technically, we should be able to just set, because this is global scope, is equal to product data. Let's see if it works. Okay, let's find out. It should be this one. Nope. It kind of worked. No, it didn't work at all. Marks a filter is not a function. Did we misname it? Oh, no. What are we getting in response? Oh, 404 not found. Get products? Isn't that what we called it? Looks right to me. Yeah, that's it. API get products. And it's here and it matches. Did we not save our config? API get products. Ooh! It's a get method. That explains it. Should work now. No? Assignment to constant variable. Oh. Yeah, that's my oversight. So that needs to be... we'll just do a let. Okay, how about now? Look at that, isn't that wonderful? Cool. Yeah, that was my bad. Nice. I like it. Cool, so that gets rid of that problem. So now we can go back to our view. Okay, that's already gone. So now we can go back to our home controller. And we no longer need to make a query for product data. That goes away now. Yeah, that's completely unnecessary now. So this guy, that can go away. We still need to be able to populate the departments filter because we're doing that in the view. I don't want to generate that in JavaScript if I can help it because we have event listeners. We would have to do this quite differently to make that work. We'd have to load it, have the JavaScript dynamically generate everything. Then we'd have to associate event listeners to all of it. Could do it. I don't know if I really care to do it. I think it's okay. So departments data, that's static content. As far as the client side is concerned. That's fine. Then if we look at this guy, we load API. Yeah, because we don't need this anymore. That looks good. I feel like we could clean this up too. Yeah. What do we do about this? What do we want to do? What do we want to do? This is not a big deal, but I feel like I don't want to... I don't know if I want to leave this here. Hmm. What is the... Hang on a moment. Let's look at the CodeIgniter documentation. I always forget what namespace it is. Models or model? Okay. Namespace. App models. It's this model. Extends model. We have a public function initialize. Kind of like the constructor. Then we have to make a public function, we'll call it generate product map calls. And then we are going to accept an array and we'll call it products. Right, PHP. I forgot. Okay, good. So let's go back to our... We don't need this anymore. Let's go back to our API. No, home. We need to load this in here. What do we call it? Product map. Yeah, we should be able to just initialize it exists, and our constructor will load it. We'll say this product map is equal to a new model. Is that right? Let's look at the docs here. I forget how we include these. I'd have to look at my other project. They, like I said, for version 3.5 or so to version 4, they made quite a bit of changes here. What? Are you serious? Can we just do this? Whoops. What do you call it? Product map, right? Yeah. Okay, and then in our model, we need to return, we return a string. Basically, we're just gonna rip this off. Product data. Oh my god. Map data. That's what we'll return. We gave it a really long name. And what was it? Product data? We send that, and map data is the response. Let's see if it works. That's really cool if you could just load model like that. I was doing it like initiating a class kind of way. Oh. The page is loading, but is stuff on the page? It is. Look at that. Fantastic. Wow, we made a lot of progress tonight here. Is everything on the list? I know we disable this. I want to make it more obvious that these are disabled. Where are we doing that? We're doing it in the JavaScript. What I want to say is, in addition to being disabled, I don't want to duplicate this. It's kind of nasty. I want to make like a toggle. I want to set like a variable, something I can use. Maybe this is fine. I just feel like it's not as dark. Like maybe we add like a strikeout or something, or maybe we use like BG info or not info, like whatever the class is where it just grays it out. Like a light gray. Okay. Pretty cool. We've cleaned up quite a bit. We've organized some stuff. I think things make a bit more sense. We've incorporated a model that we can use. If there's anything reusable in here, is there anything to reuse? We got an API call. We're loading scripts in. We don't have to do. Cool. I think I'm happy with this. Is there anything else I want to do with this though? What else? What else can we do? We haven't made any database changes, so we don't have anything to back up there. Anything to clean up here, perhaps? What we're listening to? I think that sounds good. So we did a return true. We could, for consistency, we can just do the same, because we don't really care. We just wanted to return early so we didn't have to do another conditional statement. But we could make that consistent. Reset class state. It's kind of messy, but it works. I think there's a lot of stuff we could kind of clean up here. I think this is pretty good. We're using the database in both of these. So we could make a public. We can initialize it that way. Right? That's consistent. That can go away. And here. Let's do that. We only do this once. Cool, that's a little bit cleaner. Does it still work now? It does. Cool. Okay. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. As far as like this whole page, I'm not quite sure what I want to do with it. I think it looks okay, but I think we could do something way better. Something a bit more attractive. I don't know what it is yet. Just something. See how it looks on the phone. Let's make sure everything's still working. So let's go to the phone. Let's get rid of that. Let's go here. I'm digging it. Yeah, see, we got nav bar. Now we can navigate a bit. Oh. We have like a half-baked dark mode, light mode on mobile. Cause see on the computer here, I got Dark Reader. I don't have that extension on my phone. Oh, you know what? No, it's working. I couldn't really tell that easy. The icons on the map are very small. Yeah, it looks good. The fadeaway works nice. Stuff's going away. Yep, stuff's falling off of the map as we get rid of it. Sick. And then we can go... We can't really see that well because the text is white on a white background. But it's very easy to tell what stuff has already been added. What I would like to maybe incorporate with this then is maybe a cart in the corner. It shows how many items we have. Right, and then a total. Like what items are in there. If the API says they're in stock, right? Because if they're not in stock then we can't get them. But here's the thing. When it comes to stores, they will say stuff is in stock. Best Buy, great example. We have, you know, this SSD or whatever it is. You drive all the way out there, they don't have it. Or they say they got 5 of them, and then there's nothing on the shelf. And of course, when you ask anybody to go, they're gonna check in the back. They walk away for a while and then they come back. Some people actually look, I think, but I think for the most part, they just go do something else for a couple minutes and then they come back. I sat here so long my coffee is ice cold now. Delicious. Cold coffee. I didn't even put any ice in it either, I usually do. 1 cube. Just so it's not like blazing hot, and I usually freaking finish it before it gets this cold. Yeah, this is not too bad. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. The only thing I don't like is my list. Let's go back to our header. I want this to go home. We need to come up with an icon and a better name for this too. What are we gonna call this? I just keep calling it the list, or the shopping list, or the shopping app. Like I don't even know. We need to coin a name for it. Better. Nice. I like that. Okay, so somehow we need to make this true dark mode, because it's not really. That's what it looks like on the phone. I can't see crap. But we explicitly made this page dark mode with the styling. So we need to do the same thing for this view. Because I don't know what the heck I'm looking at. It works really well. Nice. And I kind of like that we load everything preloaded because then we're not... Every key we're sending to the server. Or you wait until like the blur event or... Yeah, basically the blur. Or key up or something like that. Like I don't want to API call the server and query for products every key. Till maybe after 3 or 4 keys at that point, because then at that point you actually have something that might return valuable. What the crap is happening over here? Okay, cool. Well, I think we made some great progress. I'm gonna commit all this stuff. We haven't made any database changes, so we don't have anything to do there. Yeah, we made a lot of changes. We added CSS, we updated our Docker Compose. Our database got wiped out. This is why we've been exporting it, so we now have set it into the entry point. So now that's actually included, which is good. That needs to happen. It just, we were so early in this, I didn't bother with it yet. Yeah. We've done quite a bit. Okay. Cool. Well, I think I'm going to step away. I got some other stuff I need to do. And then I will come back. I don't know if I'll come back tonight. Maybe we will. And we'll probably work on this some more. Maybe we'll work on like the dark mode aspect and stuff. So I think that'll be pretty cool. Get it consistent in both pages if you don't have the Dark Reader extension. Which, to be honest with you, I don't even know if you can install that on the mobile version. I don't know if that's a thing. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I've never really bothered with that. I'm not big on mobile phones. If I can use a computer, I will go that direction. So, okay. If I don't come back, then good night, and I will see you guys on the next one. I don't know, like I said, I want to work on the CSP tooling and Selenium and the headless server. And I think that's going to be really fun and really cool. I started that project a while ago, and I haven't really done anything with it in a while, and I'm kind of excited to play around with that. But I've been kind of having fun playing around with this. I like it. So, I don't know. We'll see what we come back with. So,